Hello guys, today we are playing Chou and welcome to the Weekwish channel. Today we are playing Rom Chou. Now let us land in the land of Dawn. So here's a tip, a game tip for you. Whenever you're playing Chou, it's better for you to play Chou as aggressive as possible if the enemy is a weak assassin. Weak assassins are like Ling, Hayabusa, Lancelot, Fanny, yeah, the weak ones, the early game weak ones, the burst heroes, not the tanky ones. So for that, you always have to. And your first time should always be Thunderbelt so that you can get the damage in with your enhanced skill, with your enhanced energy so you can hit it. So here I just went and checked on the blue buff to check if the link was taking the blue buff. And it wasn't checking. So as a choice, when you're being aggressive, that means you invade, early game invade. That, and if you have a good mage, the better. As you can see here, we just went for Ling, pushed him away from the creep, from the second creep, and he came back for it, but we got him low as possible, and our Xavier took the creep. Yeah, Evil Jungle could have been able to the creep, but he wasn't here, so we took the creep, and I rotated to blue buff because I knew he was going to go for blue buff. And since he's low, I'm sure I didn't recall, you can just go and steal the buff. And he came back. I don't know why, but he got a free kill. He could have come back or just recall after the buff was gone and told his team to help him, mostly their Kai since it's their Roma, but he didn't. And after that, I saw my team was getting ganked, so I went to help down in bot in the gold lane, and here we got their Kai. And for better trade too, we also got the one and only Layla. So we got a 3-0 from early game, and the gold was at 2k. So here I checked again with the jungler. I saw he was trying to take another creep, and I forced him out of the creep, and he didn't go for the attack, which as you can see from the map. I think he wanted to go and take it, so he took another more time. And he was just taunting them for fun because the early game they recalled at us, Pam recalled at us when we were invading. And here I wanted to go again. I got greedy and I paid for it with my life. Have funny, right? But the Hayabusa came and fished off the Xavier, which is good. Now here we have a good lead. Our junglers have a good lead. Our jungle is level 4, there's level 3. And our mage is level 4, should be level 4 if I'm not wrong. And there's still level 3. So here I went and check on the red buff, the enemy red buff, because I need to back up. And I saw that Ling already taken the buff, so I was not in time. And I was like, okay, red buff, so blue buff is coming up again, and he knows since he died when he was there. He'll probably go for the blue buff. So I was just waiting for it so that I cannot show myself on the map. But Xavier saw me and I still went for it. And here I went again. And just pushed him out from the buff. He's now level 4. What's the result on me? I think it's just not a good lane. Or doesn't know the basics of lane. And here I went for my Jokundo, the first Joe, cool, and we have Flicker, and we have the Dragon, and we got the one, and we got the Ling. So now Ling is way behind, doesn't have a blue buff, so we decided just to steal the blue buff. And I had to leave it for my mage, because I my mage to like continue spamming his skills, since he is a skill-based hero, the mage. And for him to continue gaining mana, so he doesn't have to recall for mana or anything. He can stay long on team fights if you're going for a long team fight. So I let him have the blue buff. And here I was just going to have I decided the turtle, but I was late because he took it, because I thought the Ling was coming to and try and clean it to the retribution. So after that I just recall back, get my HP up as possible so that I cannot die easily. But I saw a team fight starting up, and I was like, if I die as a Roma, I just have to at least get to help my team out. And I did. I got my Jokundo, and I got the explosion from my emblem, and we got both the Xavier and later on the Link, as you can see from the snipe. But at the trade of Xavier, who the Layla saw and actually has a free kill and went for him. And yeah, I just recalled back and I was contemplating on what to do. So I decided to just go and check on the red buff again because I knew it was coming up again. But I wanted to push back the Layla and clear mid. Sometimes it's okay to clear mid. That's if you know the mage won't reach in time and the creeps will be gone. So just clear it and leave the second wave for the mage to come and clear. And here I just went, checked. Mage was in synchronization with me, and I got my ult of the dragon, and there we go. And the good thing about Chou as a ROM, you can just be aggressive as possible and still get away with your life because all the skills are dash skills, as you can see, the Kunduo and my second skill. And I just rotate back and I just re-engage again just to go and check. And the good thing about this mage, as you can see from early game up to now, is that he knew what I was thinking. He was synchronizing with him. The synchronization was good, so he knew what I was doing. And here Aka used heavy spin to push me away so that I can go and help my assassin, but I still went in anyway. And from the map I saw that Xavier was coming up, so I went for my Doku and flicker alt Do and got the of the dragon and killed him, which was good because now he's dead. No one can help, and Uranus got too happy, too joy-footed, and died for it because I think I wanted to get a kill. And then I saw the blue buff again. I saw my Xavier, Xavier saw the blue buff, and we went for it. As you can see, all the time I'm just looking for the Xavier to get the ult, unless my explosion from my emblem gets the buff, and you can see I let him get the last hit because I want him to continue spamming his skills. Because mage depend on mana, and the blue buff helps in regeneration of mana and reduces the skill cooldown, which is good for someone like Xavier who depends heavily on skills. And here we just trying to continue rotating. I just saw that the Ling was jumping on the Layla. I was seeing the match. I did straight on the map. I wanted to see if the Layla will survive because I was feeling guilty. I wasn't rotating bot to help him. But I saw he was okay, and I was like, okay, he killed him. That was good. I guess this is the effect of the early invasion. And here we go. Alice was using the first kill. I knew he was trying to teleport, so I blocked it, and I went into the Dokun Duo. The Duo got in, called him of the dragon, go back there, and we killed him. We got a 2 for 0 trade, which was good. And what lane Layla was getting ganked, and we couldn't do anything. And here I could see the Lee. I think Urena didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to get the red buff in the bush, but the Ling, I think, was at this point was just pissed. I just wanted to get anything or just getting away because it would spam me in time. Well, in bot, Layla died, but also the Layla died, which was good. And here I saw that blue buff was coming. I thought he might come for blue buff again, so I was just left there, just standing there. Tried to give vision on where they are. So we saw that they are 1-2, and I went back. And the Link just me was a result, and with no ult, it was kind of easy. I was just like, okay, let's go. 1-2, go. Flicker, I missed it, but it still came back with the dragon, and there we go. And this is where the damage from the Thunderbelt comes in as a tank, because a tank you don't have the damage, but with Thunderbelt you can just stack up on that. If you stack up on Thunderbelt, the damage becomes good, really good. Here we died because we are too greedy, but we still got the buff later on, and I died. So we came back again. Same rotation. If the buff is up, go and check on it. That's the basic of Chou. Buff up, check on it, try and invade, and try to do, or just try to annoy the enemy jungler as much as possible. And keep rotating, just checking. Okay, red buff is coming in early. Okay, let me check on it. Is it coming? No. Okay, let me give vision then. And I saw the Layla coming in. As you can see, I went on the web that I got on Layla, but I got CC'd. And if I wanted to get the kill on Layla, because Layla is the highest damage dealer right now, since the Link is behind. As you can see from here, as they burst down the Uranus with Layla. And we just went for the trade. We just said, okay, let's try and kill as much as possible. And we got a 3-for-2 trade, which is a good trade. But for us, that's a bad trade since of the high bounty count. With the high bounty count on all of us, I think the Layla just got enough gold to like come back to give them a comeback on the game. But we also have our Layla who's doing front, which is still good. So the gold lead right now is 6k gold lead, or not even a, let's do the math alone. We get us 6.2k, I think. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can get the Layla again, but I couldn't get the Layla. He went back. I tried to get the link, went back, heavy spin on our Hayabusa, the knockdown on our Hayabusa. I tried to go in for Layla again, and I got a good trade here since she used the flicker. Now Layla has everything, she can just come in and just snap, kill all of them. And we tried to go to give the Layla Savage, but she didn't follow up, she just retreated, and we didn't have to commit, so we just went back. Xavier died to turret because he was too greedy. He was trying to get the snipe on the Xavier to get the kill, but he was too greedy and ended up dying from turret damage. That's why I canceled execution. And I just recall because we're planning to do the load later on. So I wanted to get as much HP as possible as to prepare for load.
The man who can beat me has not been born yet.
And here we go. Let's set up on the load. Since I have with Chou's mobility, I can just hurry up and get to the load as fast as possible. Yeah, as fast as possible. And here I almost stole the load, but with the settings I have, I could just lock down on my attacks on load alone. And here we just decided, let's commit. Let me take the damage from Layla, and my Layla can just bust down their Layla. And you can see this is the good point of just killing down their jungler from early game. To others it may not seem like that good, but if the junglers were behind, that means the jungler cannot rotate down to take care of your marksman, and the marksman can get fed. And if your marksman is fed and the enemy marksman is already well behind because of the continuous gun from your assassin, then you're good. Here we always send the dragon just to prevent from the ult from Link and from the first skill, second skill from Xavier to knock me down in turret and give me and just kill me from that. So I used my Way of the dragon to get some distance.
Legendary.
And he had decided to push. I saw the dog was pushing top. I said push bot with the minions because I know Uranus is there. He can be our secondary tank when I'm not there. And with this, we can keep the pressure from them since the pressure is coming from both mid, bot, and top. From the load pressure, that means there will be a lot of minions in the base. As you can see here, I'm just going as fast as possible to get the second wave to join in with my first one, and there we go. Now we have two cannons do a lot of damage, and since the enhanced ones, it's kinda good. And from this, we okay, and the tower down, and here I just went for the Way of the Dragon again to get the allies, and they conceded, and the victory is ours, and I was happy about that because I was happy about it because from early game you could see the Xavier and the Ling were spam recalling on us, so it was like a disrespect to me, and I made sure they get a bronze from that. So that was their punishment. Okay, here's where I'm going to show you how to give that setting. So you go down to control, the selective targeting, that's the best one to use since you can just press on that button and you lock on the load. So the load cannot be easy for you to be stolen. The lock one is not a good one since you just lock on one target alone, which is bad. And there it is. Thank you, and I hope we all meet in the land of dawn. Don't forget to subscribe on the way out.